Welcome back, YouTube, to another Observer battle. We have Carbo as the Dwarfs against True DayZ as Bretonia, I believe. One thing I've really noticed from the multiplayer land battles from this game as opposed to like Empire Total War, Rome 2 Total War, is these battles are very short. Like, one of these land battles in this game lasts like 3 to 5 minutes. It's just kind of charge in, kill what you can, battles ending. Like, there's no length to these battles. Alright, Bretonia has a bunch of spearmen at arms, some men at arms, 3 bowmen, some Grail Knights, a bunch of Pegasus Knights, and a flying monster, and the dwarves. They have two organ guns, a cannon, looks like 3 thunderers, 2 gyrocopters with brimstone guns. He's got an ex-infantry leader. It looks like a something else. He moved it before I could check it out. Let's see what he's got here. A runesmith, master engineer, and a commander. I'm not sure what that is there. And he's got Longbeards as his main he's got 2 Longbeards, 2 Hammerers, 2 Iron Breakers, and 3 Thunderers as his infantry. And then some gyrocopters. As for my win vote, I might have to go with Bretonia, because the dwarves just, they seem like they have a really small army. Like, this army looks tiny. Not only because, like, Longbeards only have 75 men per unit, and Thunder's 60 per unit and such. Bretonia's got 90 for every spearman unit, 90 for every man-at-arms, and 68 for the peasant bowman. But I just look at these lines, I look at the cavalry, all the flying units compared to this. My vote's definitely on Bretonia, although I'm expecting him to be advancing since he's got cannons. Looks like he's just gonna suicide in the Pegasus Knights. Not sure what he's doing with that, because they're gonna get shot out of the sky. Wants to kill some cannons. Those Iron Breakers with their explosive charges. That's brutal. And he's just going right into the gyrocopters. I don't know what's going on here. No one's doing anything. For the most part, he just sat there and just turned his Thunderers and Iron Breakers while the Pegasus Knights charged in. Bretonia's army is just sitting there, doing absolutely nothing. Got hit by the cannons a few times. bringing in his commander now. It seems like he traded 4 Pegasus Knights to take out some gyrocopters and his cannons. Wasn't a huge win. I believe those Pegasus Knights are decently expensive. Then again, he might have been intending to kind of suicide them in because he didn't put any experience on them. I look over the rest of his units and his Spearmen at Arms all have 2 silver experience, and same with his Men at Arms. And he's even got 2 bronze experience on his Bowmen. So he might have intended to be suiciding in these Pegasus Knights. The dwarf units must be very expensive because he's only got some bronze experience on any of them. Just 1 or 2 bronze on most of his dwarven units. Bro, don't suicide your commander in there. If your commander dies, your morale is gonna just go through the floor. And that might cost you the battle here. He's just trying to disrupt the dwarven formation here and put some pressure on them, but you don't want to lose your commander doing that, because that could easily cost you the battle, even if you have a superior force. Especially with vampires. If you lose your commander as vampires, your army could be just sitting here and your men will be crumbling and falling apart. So you definitely don't want to do that. Alright, so Bretonnia won the air battle. His cannons, I believe, are all gone. No, he's got a few organ guns left, but most of his firepower is gone. And his Thunderers are very badly damaged. Yeah, all of his Thunderers are half dead. So, those Pegasus Knights did quite a bit of damage to the Dwarven line here. His army is so small, I can't get over that fact. It looks so tiny compared to the Bretonnia force over here. Bretonnia should be advancing. Speak of the devil. Get them archers shooting and the dwarves will have no choice but to move up. In which case, if I was this Bretonnia guy, I would move the Grail Knights off to a flank. Get your Spearmen at Arms behind your archers, and then split your swordsmen off into 2 groups on the flanks. Make the dwarves charge in, and then just fold all the flanks in. Because you'll even have what's left of the Pegasus Knights coming up the rear. But it looks like he's going to suicide the Pegasus Knights into some guns. Fail. I definitely would not have done that, but props for the archers, but he really should be moving the spearmen up as well behind his archers. He really should. Because if the dwarves move up, he's just gonna run these bowmen all the way back here. Well, he should move his lines right up behind the archers here. Unless he's just gonna, run and fire with his archers. Run and fire works with gunners, not so much with archers. Because most of the dwarven units do have shields. Like his Longbeards all have shields, so they are somewhat protected against archers. Thunderers, not at all. He is playing smart though. He's killing the Thunderers. That might be his goal, since all guns are pretty much armor-piercing, as they should be. So that could be why he's targeting the Thunderers there, and he is tearing them up. Losing a few, but he's tearing up them Thunderers. It's 4 against 1. Now, what I'm wondering is... Alright, he's got his organ gun firing. There you go. Move up your line, push these archers back. It's a good move, good move. But now he should have his spearman line up here, so he could stop like right here and keep shooting as they come in. But he might have a different plan. He's gonna move his Grail Knights off to a flank. Looks like his commander's healing back here. Looks like yeah, he's healing. I haven't played as Bretonia at all, so I'm not sure what spells these commanders have as Bretonia. But he's definitely healing his commander, so that's good. Since the beginning, my money has been on Bretonia, so hopefully it pans out in that direction. No, I am not getting anything out of guessing right on who is going to win. I'm just using my judgment and out of my knowledge of the game. Which most of that knowledge is through my playthroughs of the campaigns as the Vampires in Chaos. And my short and brief campaign is the Dwarves, which ended in tragedy in episode 1. There's one good thing about making your YouTube videos an hour and 15 minutes long. If something goes wrong and you have to restart your campaign, you don't already have 3 or 4 videos uploaded before you have to do that. I did try starting that Dwarven playthrough, but the orcs completely destroyed me. Like, they captured all my settlements in my first video. Then again, it was on hard, and I know that's not extremely hard, but the orcs just kind of ganged up on me, and it didn't work out. I'm just not a fan of dwarves. I don't like them. I do recognize their capabilities, I just don't like playing as the dwarves. Now, the dwarves stopped advancing. Are you gonna charge in or keep shooting? He's still got some arrows left, he can keep shooting. Yeah, looks like he's gonna go into melee. I see friendly fire. I see friendly fire with the grenades there. Well, not really grenades, more like giant boxes of TNT. His Grail Knights are sweeping up some of the stuff back here. He's got 3 commanders back here. 3 commanders against some Grail Knights. I think the commanders might win that. Commanders are not to be underestimated in melee combat against anything.
On to glory! The lady wills it!
I believe this will be the longest observer battle I've had so far. All my first 2 observer battles ended in like 3 to 4 minutes, I think. He's gonna move up his pole arms. His hammers are getting swarmed.
Come on, lads! Get stuck in!
He's saying screw those hammerers. He just wants to kill these main longbeards up here. And he got a rear charge with the Grail Knights. He's got a Is that his commander that just went down? I hope it wasn't. No, it's not. His commander is almost dead though. Yeah, get your commander out of there. Don't die, bruh. Don't die. And he's good. He's going off to go heal. And he's gonna shoot up his rune smith. Very good. Very nice. And he's routing. Cool. And he's got his last units coming up. Where are you going? Where are you going? I'll have to chase that guy out there. That's one of yours. Some nice range on those archers. I like it. As I said, I've not played as Bretonnia at all, so I've actually never used archers in this game. I haven't played as the orcs yet either. I did a few siege battles where I played as the orcs, but I haven't used archers very much. Oh, they're starting to run away. He did get a rear charge on the iron breakers here, but he does have a commander here. The last stand of the dwarves. Really shooting a routing commander. Oh, he got him. Right in the back of the head. Oh, look. The arrowhead's coming right through his eye. That is brutal. Arrow right in the back of the head. He's getting some good shots on the side of these guys. Throwing his commander at these guys. And his archers are running out of ammo here. Looks like he's got some spearmen coming back. Can he do it? Can he do it? These dwarves look like they're routing. Can you line up and hit the rest of these guys? Oh, he's charging in everything. It's all or nothing right now. He's got some Grail Knights chasing down these Longbeards, making sure they don't come back, and that's the end. GG, guys.